Hi and welcome, good to see you inside the course. If you have chosen to take this course, you are probably someone who have gone through one or two Python tutorials or courses, but you still feel like you don't have a good control of Python. You still feel like you don't know how to put all the pieces together to create complete programs. And this is where this course jumps in and solves that problem for you. So from now on, I will assume you know Python basics, but you have the problem that you cannot escape the beginner's trap, which is a trap where you feel like going in circles trying so hard to make even the simplest programs with Python. So, how do you get to the advanced world of programming with Python, where you can effortlessly and seamlessly build any program without frustration and disappointment? Well, I'll tell you how you will achieve that through this course. You have probably heard of Python classes. And if you haven't, don't worry, because we will learn classes from scratch in this course. But most likely you have probably seen a class or two in code written by others, or maybe you wrote some classes yourself, but you never understood how classes work and what they are for. Now, why am I mentioning classes? Well, because a class is the fundamental blueprint that creates Python objects. And everything in Python is an object. So if you know how to write classes, you know how to create any type of object in Python using those classes. And that means you can create any type of program with Python. So you write classes and assign methods to those classes, and these methods interact with the methods of the other classes to make your program work. Now, using classes to write your programs does not only make programming easier, it also makes you a real professional programmer, programming in a way that allows you to make quality programs. Now, you can also write programs using Python basic skills, making use of functions and writing code line by line without a good level of code organization and without using good logical connections between the different parts of your code. And that is referred to as functional programming or also procedural programming. So these two are two of the three programming paradigms. Think of them as ways to code, to construct a program. Then we have classes. And when we use classes, that is referred to as object-oriented programming paradigm. So these are the three different paradigms of programming, and the best paradigm is absolutely the object-oriented programming paradigm, so using classes. Why is that so? Well, when you write classes, you can write highly organized Python applications where the elements of the program are decoupled, so independent from each other. Think of a program that scrapes some data from a website, places them in a PDF, and then sends the PDF by email to some email addresses. Now, using classes will allow you to separate the web scraping process from the PDF generation process from the email sending process, and still ensure that those three parts interact perfectly with each other to ensure the normal operation of the program as a whole. So classes allow you to have the parts of your program independent, and that has specifically these benefits. So using classes makes it easier to program, you work part by part as opposed to being overwhelmed and not knowing where to start, and it's easier to maintain your program. And again, because things are decoupled, it's easier to reuse parts of your program in other programs and also extend your program by adding more decoupled items. So that is different from functional or procedural programming, where things are very coupled and usually you end up with so-called spaghetti code. So, how will this course make you a pro who is able to build any program from scratch? That is the question I'm going to answer now. Well, by building 10 applications. We will build 10 professional programs using classes, and these programs will be in different areas of Python. So besides learning new advanced coding skills, you'll also learn practical how-tos, such as generating PDF reports, creating web applications, of course using classes, desktop graphical user interface programs, do web scraping, construct mobile apps, collect news, reports and send them by email, and more. Now, the first sections of the course will consist of a simple geometry program. It's a simple game where you will understand what really a Python class is and how to create and use classes. You will also find interactive exercises in these sections where you'll practice classes in combination with other operations of Python, such as loops, conditionals, and data types. And you also have a Q&A forum inside the course where you can ask questions if you don't understand something or you have run into an issue. So all you need to do is follow the videos in the given order. And thanks for watching this video. I'll talk to you in the next one.